Welcome back, everybody. If you are new here, hi, my name is Nikki. It's so nice to meet you. And the pup is my back switch. He is my companion and travels with me. So today we are going to be staying within the Portland city limits. Yesterday I went to the Tillamook Forest and we did go on the University Falls Trail, which was a really short out and back trail. I think it was like 0.6 miles or something like that, and there's just like the one falls, and it was super pretty. It didn't take us very long, and I just remember the waterfall was so intense. It's been raining for days now here in Portland, so the rivers and the waterfalls are just like really raging just because they're just so full and there's just like so much water. And then we headed to the Nehalem Bay Trail loop, and I ended up driving an hour and a half northwest to get to that trail, and I did get footage of it, but it was kind of a flat, bland, boring trail, and Switch and I got absolutely soaked. I did have my outer shell rain jacket on over this coat, and Switch did wear his rain jacket, but even then it was just pouring down rain. And at one point there was one part of the trail where there was no tree cover, and we were walking along the ocean, and there was this huge gust of wind that came in that like pushed me and Switch, and like the wind was just so strong that it kept pushing us. And so overall it wasn't like, that trail just wasn't anything exciting, and so I wanted to go ahead and find a couple more trails closer to town because it is Sunday now. We went on those trails on Saturday. So right now we are at the George Himes Park Loop, which is kind of tucked away behind a neighborhood, and it looks really pretty. It's 1.2 miles long, and it is about 328 feet of elevation. It's not a super long trail, and it's been raining all morning, but it's not raining right now, so that is really awesome. And then we'll be headed to the Palomina Loop Trail, which is in West Linn, Oregon. And that is 2.3 miles long with 442 feet of elevation. And both of these trails are very light trafficked. I was kind of looking for light trafficked trails since we are in the city of Portland. We have a ton of parks and state and national forests around us, but the closer you stay to town, there's just going to be like a ton of people, and I want to avoid that if I can. So, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video that I post every single week. Every adventure is different and exciting, and sometimes they don't go according to plan, which is why I document the behind the scenes footage of my photography Instagram page, Raw Footage Photography, which will be linked in the description below. I am really excited to see what these trails have to offer, so let's go ahead and check them out. Okay, so we just got done with the Palomino Loop Trail, and the George Himes Park Loop ended up being 1.5 miles, like all trails said. And then the Palomino Loop Trail ended up also being 1.5 miles instead of, I think, 2.3. And so how they get their trail maps is other people will record themselves on the trail and then they'll send it in to All Trails. Well, whoever recorded this one map, you could see that they went to like several different like spots trying to figure out where the trail exactly was. So that's what made it seem longer than it actually ended up being. We were on the George Himes Park Loop for about 40 minutes, and then the Palomino Loop Trail took us 50 minutes, mostly because there was this one spot that opened up to a field, and there was a whole bunch of deer there. And so I very quietly, very slowly put all my gear down, and then took out my camera and was just trying to take pictures of these guys. I'm not very good at low light photography. Even though it was pretty bright out, my camera still thought it was like very dark. So I haven't quite figured out how to not use a super high ISO, but still be able to have my shutter speed high, or quick. And so I'm just gonna have to kind of research that and Google it. They still came out pretty dark, but I might be able to lift the shadows and lift the blacks to be able to get it to work. But also, hopefully, because I wasn't able to get the shutter speed super quick, I'm hoping that they're not blurry from me moving, like just slightly moving. So yeah, now it is almost 5 o'clock. It's pretty dark out already, and we did hit a little bit of rain, but it wasn't like a downpour like it was at the coast, thank goodness. But it was still nice to have my outer shell rain jacket on. And so yeah, I'm pretty tired, I'm pretty beat. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I'm glad you stayed this long, and since you did stay this long, you should go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, because I do post videos every single week. We have a great time. It's a great adventure. We have an amazing and super positive community. Also, let me know down in the description below places you would like to see on the West Coast, and also just anywhere in general. It can be in the US or it can be overseas. I do want to keep a list, and I'm also really interested to see what you guys are interested in. It can be places you've already gone or haven't been to but want to go to, or maybe can't go to, and I will showcase it for you guys here. I love you guys tremendously, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, week, or weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.